Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill?
This is an interesting one. To me, my answer is short. Do you ever block women on social media? Why or why not?
Okay, so I have. I don't usually. In my life, I can count on 3 fingers. No, 2. I've only blocked 2 women. And you, of course, know the latter. But yeah, it has to really get to a point where, no, I'm lying. It was 3. I did block 3 women.
They gonna call you sassy in the comments.
It has to get to the point where you're interrupting my peace.
Word.
So like I had an ex where, we got into it and it got to a point where one day we were cordial and the next day she was cussing me out. And I'm standing my ground and I'm sticking to my guns and we're going back and forth, and the energy it got very draining. So for that brief moment I did block her until things cooled down. And we're cordial now, and it's not to say me blocking her, she wasn't entitled to how she felt or handled the situation. Yeah. But for me, once it gets to the point where you're interrupting my peace and my solitude, yeah, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. And that was recent. Like the last 2 blocks were in the last couple years. So it's not like I've always been. Normally I'll just ignore you. I'm good at that. But yeah, the other one, that one I was done with that whole friendship
debacle,
that whole debacle in general. So I didn't like how I was being treated. Blocked, keep it moving, keep it pushing.
Yeah. I don't really, I don't think I have any women blocked. Not that I know of. Or not that I can think of off the top of my head. And
top of the dome.
Yeah, and if I do, it's probably somebody I never messed with. I probably got them blocked for like another reason, but I can't think of any chicks that I got blocked.
Yeah. Now those scammers.
Oh, yeah.
If you text me one of them group chain text me, yeah, I'm blocking that, or at least very least muting it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But no, I'm not quick to block. If I block you, it's like I've tried, it's not working. Yeah. Last resort, okay, you're blocked.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody I have blocked. Y'all lucky.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't pissed me off enough to get blocked yet. Next one. Do the women that you sleep with have unlimited access to you, even in a friend capacity? So, like, if you slept with a woman, y'all not together, y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
Can she still say, hey, Aunt, can you help me move? Or is it like, you better ask the nigga you fucking? That's not you. Like, another nigga that she's
So if I'm currently sleeping with her, or we slept together and then.
So all right. So I'm gonna give you a scenario then. So y'all slept together before in the past. Let's just say 4 or 5 times. Y'all cordial, y'all cool, y'all hang out outside of, what y'all had in like group settings or something like that. Let's just say that. Or every now and then y'all might see each other.
Mm-hmm.
If she asks you to help her move, like...
Yeah, for me, it depends on the woman. It's levels to it. There are certain relationships, certain situationships where y'all might not still be active, but that bond, y'all have some type of, cool bond where it's all respect. So depending on who she is, yeah, there are 1 or 2 young ladies who, because we were either tight before or we got so tight since, yeah, if they called me and asked for something, oh, most definitely, no problem. And not even on some like, I'll do it if,
we smash again. Yeah.
Nah.
But then again, you also have what do you mean by unlimited access? Is it mean like you can call me for a favor, or,
Yeah, see, the unlimited access part Yeah, I can't say unlimited. If I'm single, I would say there's probably one woman who, yeah, there's probably one woman who she could call me 4 o'clock in the morning, like I'm stranded,
Yeah.
and I'd hop in the car and go get her.
Word. Yeah.
If I'm single and I'm not disrespecting, like there's not somebody
Yeah.
that I'm disrespecting to help her out.
Oh,
So
yeah,
in
yeah.
that capacity, yeah, I could say there's unlimited access. But like if when involved, you have to have certain boundaries,
Mhm.
and you got to stick to those boundaries.
Yeah, because then it gets tricky. Because if it's like, I'm a firm believer of I feel like friends can have sex without it being crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, all right, let's just say it's somebody that you've known 5 or 6 years. Y'all have had sex maybe 1 or 2 times, you know, on some fluke shit, and then let's just say you laid up with your chick and she calls you and like, hey, Anthony, I'm stuck over in Sedonia
Mm-hmm.
and I need a ride. Like, in certain situations, it's like, are you allowed? Do you ask your girl like, hey babe, my homegirl's stuck somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she might not know that y'all had sex, but you know.
Yeah.
You know, and you know if you tell her like we had sex before, she gonna be like, oh fuck no, fuck that bitch, she's stranded.
Yeah.
You know, it gets tricky, it gets muddled.
I think that's one of those things where that's a good conversation to have
Oh yeah.
with your girlfriend, with your
Yeah.
significant other before y'all get that serious. I think
Yeah.
that's what a lot of relationships are lacking. That's why confusion arises at certain points in relationships because
Mhm.
people don't communicate early on. Like when
Yeah.
I hear of relationships where you're like, why did y'all break up? Oh, he didn't want to have kids, or she didn't want to do this. And I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all been together for 3 years.
Mhm.
How did you not know this? Like, how did y'all not already have this conversation? So
Yeah.
I feel like if you discuss that, especially if it happens, like
Yeah.
if it's a something that happens, you know, often or frequent enough, then yeah, ask your significant other. If you're dating a new chick, how do you feel if one of my female friends call me up for, you know,
Yeah.
a ride, or they want me to come change their tire or something
Yeah.
like that? Ask. If she has an issue, then y'all discuss it from there and see
Yeah.
how to work that out.
Or nip it in the bud. Like if that's your homegirl and y'all tight like that, tell your girl like, yo, you come with me.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel like you can't trust me or you don't trust her, come on. That like if you're my
Mhm.
girl and we're 10 toes down, come on with me. You know, sleep in the car or whatever, because you know I know how y'all like y'all sleep. You know, come on with me if you don't trust her. You know, and if the girl that you're going to pick up or whatever the situation may be feels some type of way about it, you know, that means I feel like you had ulterior motives. You were trying
Facts.
to smash. I'm not.
Exactly.
Like, you know I got a girl.
You get there and ain't even nothing wrong with the tire.
All right, like you're on a donut.
Mhm.
You ain't change your oil. Your tires is bald on your 14 Ultima. Cool.